plus who are living with sickle cell disease, and also to educate others about this disease. Joining us now is Gloria Rochester. She is the founder of the Queens Sickle Cell Advocacy Network, and this is also Stacy Sotilli. You are living with sickle cell. Appreciate both of you ladies being here for this important topic. I'm going to start with Gloria. This started on a personal note. Your daughter was diagnosed after, 18 months?
18 months old, correct.
First of all, let's talk about what this is, what sickle cell disease is. A lot of people don't even know about it and how it affects people.
Sickle cell is a genetic disorder that comes from the parent. One parent has the gene, and the other parent has the gene, and the child will pick up that gene. If they have the trait, well, you'll have a child with the trait and, go and live a normal life until they marry someone with the trait. And that's really particular in my case. I didn't know that I have the trait, and then my husband didn't know he has the trait. And I have one child here. This was my fourth child because I already have 3 kids. And no one had ever told me about I have sickle cell trait. And when my daughter was born, at the age of 18 months old, they diagnosed her with what would be the outcome of my daughter.
Let's talk to Stacy, because you've been living with this disease your whole life. Describe what it's like and how it impacts you.
It's a very painful disease. You go through what's called a sickle cell crisis, which it's just pain over your entire body. And sometimes I can go to the hospital anywhere from 3 to 4 times a year. And at each visit I can stay for about up until 2 to 3 weeks sometimes. So it really disrupts your life at times.
And there are times it is debilitating. You can't even function.
Yes. Can't even function. Sometimes you can't even walk because the pain is so intense.
There's no cure, but there's treatment. We're talking about blood transfusions, and what else? What are some of the things that you have to go through in order to ease that pain and sort of resume your normal life?
Well, one of the things is plenty of fluids, because what happens is the red blood cells is not shaped like a normal person. Instead of a round shape, it's a shape of a sickle. So as it travels through your joints, it gets caught in your extremities. So if you drink a lot of fluids, it helps to flush it out.
And this disease, very prevalent in the black community, in the Hispanic community. Queens, a very diverse borough, so it impacts a lot of people in the area. Describe that.
Oh yes, definitely. Hispanic and sickle cell is really affect quite a number of people out there. A lot of people who have the trait don't even know they're walking around with that don't know that they have the trait.
So describe this network and the support group. What are some of the things that you do for people to sort of help them live their lives like Stacy is?
Well, what happened is this, that when I found out my daughter was diagnosed with sickle cell, I just didn't take it and go home. I used that into a positive way that we could overcome some of the challenges that we were facing. So what I started to do, I started to meet with other parents and find out how are they coping with this. Because don't forget, in the early 70s, there were no awareness out there. And I feel like if you are empowered, know how to really take care of your family or be a caregiver.
We should mention your daughter sort of defied the odds. She's lived past the amount of time that doctors even gave her. So is that sort of that there is hope there, I guess, for people?
Well, I would say that, because that's one of the